In a small, peaceful town, there was a young woman named Keren. She was known for her bright smile and cheerful heart, always dreaming of a life filled with adventure and luxury. Her dreams were as high as the stars, and every night she sat on her balcony gazing up at them. One evening, as she looked up at the sky, she saw a meteor shower. Streaks of light painted the night, and she watched in awe. But then something strange happened. A colourful stone fell right into her lap, glowing with a soft, magical light. "Keren, what is this? It's beautiful." She held the stone gently, marvelling at its colours which seemed to swirl and shine. Suddenly she heard a soft whisper from the stone, promising to grant any wish her heart desired. Her eyes widened with excitement. "Keren, a wish, any wish, I have to try this." With a racing heart she closed her eyes and made her first wish. "Keren, I wish for money. Lots and lots of money. Enough to have everything I ever wanted." The next morning, Keren woke up to a sight that took her breath away. Her room was filled with stacks of money piled up to the ceiling. She blinked, barely believing her eyes. "Keren, it worked! I can't believe it! I'm rich!" Her life changed overnight. Keren began spending her money on fancy clothes, jewellery, and anything she'd ever wanted. She threw big parties, inviting everyone in the town to enjoy her new wealth. One evening, her friend Lila visited her. "Lila, Keren, are you sure this is wise? You're spending so much." Keren waved her hand dismissively. "Keren, don't worry, Lila. I have plenty of money now. I can buy anything I want." But as days went by, she noticed that her piles of money were getting smaller and smaller. She tried to ignore it at first, thinking the money would last forever. However, the colourful stone in her pocket began to lose its shine. A small worry started to grow in her heart. "Keren, maybe just one more wish. I need more money to keep living like this." She clutched the stone and whispered, "I wish for more money." The next morning her room was filled with money again. She sighed with relief and went back to her spending, buying even bigger things and hosting even grander parties. But once again the money began to disappear and the stone's glow became weaker. "Keren, why is this happening? I need even more money." Desperate, she wished for money again, and once more the room filled up. But each time she wished, the stone's glow faded a little more. It became dull and cold, no longer colourful and bright. One day, Keren woke up to find her room completely empty. The money was gone, and when she looked at the stone, it was dark and lifeless. She panicked, trying to shake it, hoping it would work again. Keren, frantic, "Come on, stone! Just one more wish, please." But the stone remained silent, its magic completely drained. Keren was left with nothing but her empty room and the haunting memory of all she had lost. She had spent everything, and now there was nothing left. Keren wandered through the town, ashamed and alone. The people who once enjoyed her lavish parties now looked at her with pity. She had pushed away her friends, including Lila, in her pursuit of endless wealth. One evening, Lila approached her. "Lila, Keren, what happened? You look so lost." Keren sighed, her shoulders drooping. "Keren, I thought I could have everything, Lila, but I lost it all, and now I have nothing left." Lila placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. "Lila, sometimes we get so focused on what we want that we forget what really matters." Days turned into weeks, and Keren's mind grew restless. The memories of her once luxurious life haunted her, filling her with regret. Her dreams had become nightmares, and the weight of her choices pressed down on her. She became a shadow of her former self. Her bright spirit dimmed. Eventually, she could no longer bear the burden of her past. She withdrew from the town, slipping into a world of her own, where reality and dreams blended into a hazy blur. Her friends and neighbors tried to help her, But Karen was lost in her own mind, trapped by the memories of a life she had destroyed. Her family admitted her to a hospital where she was given care and support. She spent her days staring out of the window, looking at the stars, remembering that fateful night when she held the magical stone. She would sometimes whisper to herself, "Karen," softly, if only I had known." The stone that had once shone so brightly lay forgotten in a drawer, its colors faded completely. It served as a reminder of what once was, of dreams that sparkled too brightly and faded too soon. Lila visited her from time to time, hoping to see a glimpse of the old Karen. She would sit beside her friend, holding her hand. "Lila, Karen, life is more than just wishes and dreams. It's about the moments, the friends and the love we share." Karen sometimes smiled at Lila's words, but her eyes held a distant look, as though she was searching for something she could never find again. And though the stars still shone above, Karen had learned too late that some wishes come at too high a price.